Good morning. We're going to have fun breakfast this morning with our lovely Scotty Bunches. Hi, Scotty Bunches.
Hi.
She just got way quiet. Hi.
Hi. Just a wee bit nervous.
You just literally started this conversation the best possible way. A wee bit. Say a wee bit again, because that was the best.
A wee bit nervous.
Nothing to be nervous about.
Is
It's just breakfast with KJ. You never know what it's going to taste like. Could be wonderful. Could be the worst thing you've ever eaten.
cottage cheese. Ugh.
And you hate cottage cheese. That's right.
I don't eat it straight. I only eat it blended in shakes. I do not eat it straight. I only eat it in cottage berry whip. Yeah, when you sent that to me, I was like, oh God.
You didn't say anything. When I said cottage cheese, you were like, oh, I'll give it a try. It didn't even cross my mind that you didn't like. Oh, I think this is going to surprise you. I agree, Cindy. Cindy says, we love you a wee bit, Scotty Bunches.
That's good to know.
Hey, Meredith. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Vicky. That's right. It's not toast. It has to be successful, Vicky says. Tell everyone how you got the name Scotty Bunches, because some people just have no idea.
Oh my goodness. So at the retreat last year, KJ, Shirley, Christy, and myself all went for spray tan. And it was eye-opening to say the least, because you have to pretty much get naked, obviously in your own room, not together, but in your room. And so, but I chose to keep my underwear on. But still, when you go in there, this massive room, and she's like, well, you've got, my hair wasn't this long, but she says, you got to put your hair up. So of course it was probably like here. And so she had hair ties, and I put my hair up like this, but it was way shorter. So it was kind of sticking up like this. And I poked out my head when I had my clothes on, obviously, but I poked my head out and said to them, look, I have bunches. They didn't know what bunches were. So bunches are pigtails in Scotland. They're called bunches. We call pigtails braids. So yeah.
And ever since then, that day, we started calling her Scotty Bunches, because I think we had called you Scotty a few times, and then we started calling her Scotty Bunches. And since then, like, it literally feels weird to me to call you Susan. Like, she's Scotty Bunches. She's nobody but Scotty Bunches. She will always be Scotty Bunches. And I love that. All right. Well, this morning we're going to make a reel that went kind of semi like viral on TikTok and Instagram. And I'm skeptical, so I thought I would have Susan make it in case it's
Yeah. Why not?
and she just adores cottage cheese, so it seemed appropriate. I didn't realize when I sent her this recipe, she didn't say, but KJ, I hate cottage cheese. She just said, okay, because she's very agreeable.
Well,
She
I figured it
just
wouldn't do me any good. I mean, poor Shirley had to make quinoa pudding. And I'm like, okay, well, this is my penance.
Oh, all right. So that's right. She's a guinea pig this morning. Poor Scotty. It's going to be delicious. I know it is because every cottage cheese recipe on Instagram, well, 99.9% of them are all amazeballs. So I feel like this one is going to be.
Okay.
All right. So you're going to need 1/3 of a cup cottage cheese that's been blended. So I would measure out your third of a cup and then zing it up with your immersion blender.
Okay, let me grab a third of a cup measurement
Okay.
because I thought it was half.
Oh,
I
sorry.
said it was a half a cup.
See, it's even less, so it'll be less disgusting than you thought.
Yeah, exactly. That's got to be a bonus. That doesn't seem like it's going to be enough to even blend, but
It will
okay.
be.
Okay.
It'll be good. I mean, you can double the batch.
No, I'm good. I think one's enough. Yeah, that's like tiny, but no, I'm not
It'll be
doubling it.
delicious. It'll be delicious. Meredith says, I'm convinced my Aldi has been out of cottage cheese for a couple of weeks now because of all the cottage cheese hype in the reels. You're not wrong.
Okay,
Good
so I got my
culture.
cottage cheese. What else? Is it
So
an
you're
egg?
gonna Let's see. Blend that up first.
Okay. The dog thankfully decided to stop squeaking his toy. So that's good.
Susan is flying out Saturday morning. She'll be at the retreat house Saturday night. When I get done my conference, she'll be there. Hey, Dina.
I think there's more in the immersion blender than there is in the bowl.
Would Laura eat this?
Oh, heck no. If it was made with cheddar, yeah, she'd eat it.
Gross.
Along
Cheddar
with like,
chocolate cake.
oh well, yeah, not that part. Um, Along with like, I don't know, half a box of lactaid. Because really, she
Oh,
shouldn't eat dairy, but she does every day and just follows it up with a chaser of lactaid.
Mallory says I didn't think at Aldi or Kroger cottage cheese was on. Yes, it's on plan, Mallory. There are some added ingredients in that cottage cheese, um, but it's like mayo. There are some people prefer really clean mayo, and then some people will eat Hellman's or Duke's or any of that. It's on plan. It's on plan. It's just there are cleaner choices, but Trim Healthy is a low glycemic index eating and not necessarily a puristy type eating. So while there are better choices, it
Oh,
doesn't.
yes.
Right, good culture. And actually I love it. I love good culture. I honestly can't sit and eat a bowl of cottage cheese now. That's not good culture. I used to sit down and eat bowls of cottage cheese all the time. Now I've gotten so used to good culture and how good it is that honestly the rest of it is like it's
Yeah,
just
I use the Daisy for cottage berry whip because
yeah.
I don't eat it straight. But the good culture, I'll actually put my scrambled eggs.
Yes. So, Vicky, what I do is I buy Good Culture for eating, like just eating. If I'm going to have a bowl of cottage cheese, or I'm going to have one where I put like, if I'm going to make like a cottage cheese bowl, I use Good Culture. But if I'm making anything like wraps, or I always have two kinds in my fridge. I have a cheap kind and a good kind. The good kind I eat, the cheap kind I make stuff with. That's how I always do it. Just that way I don't, because I couldn't afford good culture for all of my cottage cheese needs
No.
either. It's very expensive. So, all right, to that, you're going to add one egg.
Okay. That looks appealing. Mm.
3 tablespoons of cocoa.
Let's hope this helps. Ugh. Mm. It's not very appealing looking right now. Let's put it that way. There's going to be some sweetener in this thing, right?
Yes, there.
Okay.
What kind of sweetener do you use?
I usually use gentle sweet because I use super sweet for drinks.
Okay. So, this recipe, the creator calls for 2 to 3 tablespoons of allulose. Well, allulose is way less sweet than gentle sweet. So, I think I would start with just 2 tablespoons of gentle sweet.
So one for me then.
You can try it with one and then taste the mixture,
Because
see if it's
I'm
sweet
sweet
enough.
enough.
Oh, please. Yeah, once you mix it all up. Excuse me. Show the
I'm not
camera. So,
tasting it with raw egg.
oh my
Oh gosh.
Lanta, come on. You
Yeah,
ain't gonna die.
I might.
Hopefully not. I have tasks assigned this week for you. I need you here.
Oh yay.
Photo shoots.
You do remember how clumsy I am, right? I mean, my flip flops, my feet wouldn't stay it. to do is think of walking down that hotel corridor, and I just can't stop laughing.
And this house that we're in is up on a hill. I guess it's pretty steep to walk
Oh
down
dear.
the hill. When the VIPs get there, we're gonna have to escort them down the driveway so nobody flips in the driveway. Oh, my nose is running. I'm laughing so hard.
Then you definitely don't want to have me escorting anyone because I'll have enough trouble escorting myself. Okay, this is not like. You see it?
It looks like cake batter. Looks just like a cake batter. Does it taste sweet enough? Just lick the spoon a tiny bit. You ain't gonna die. Put that in your mouth and tell me if it's sweet enough.
No.
Okay. See? I told you so. 3 tablespoons, Mallory, of cocoa powder. And I think you could replace that with peanut butter powder and make a peanut butter cake.
Okay. Okay, it's got 2 tablespoons of gentle sweet in it then.
All right.
Now.
All right. Show
Okay.
the camera what it looks like. Okay. Looks good. All right. Okay. So is that it says to pour it into a greased small dish that you can put in the microwave, like a small glass dish. Can that one that it's
Well,
in?
that would have been helpful to know. Some sous chef you are.
I think you
Mix
can
it up in the
probably.
bowl I was going to put it in.
That's fine. Cook it right in there. If it sticks to the side,
Okay.
you just scrape it off. It's no big deal.
Okay.
All right. Throw in a few chocolate chips of your liking, however many you want. I'd say a tablespoon or so.
Okay.
Melissa, you have no idea.
What?
She said, I can't wait for the retreat. I need some laughs with you guys. Oh my gosh. I suggest that anyone coming to the retreat brings a hefty dose of Depends with them and tissues. Because we'll cry, then we'll laugh, then we'll cry, then we'll laugh, then we'll cry, then we'll laugh.
I
And I'm telling
didn't
you,
I didn't actually pee myself. I just looked like I was about to because when I started laughing so hard, I just keel over.
it's instinct. For me, it's instinct to immediately cross your legs. Last year, Benita, when the admins got to the admin house, I had a bag of gifts for each of them. This year, it won't be set up because I'll be in Charlotte when they get there. But I had a bag of gifts for each of them, and in every single bag, there was a Depends.
Yeah.
All right, you got your chocolate chips in there?
Yep.
All right, throw that in the microwave for 1.5 minutes.
Okay.
Yes, Shirley, you're so right. She's bent over laughing in the banner. That is one of my favorite photos. We're going to get more of those this year. I have lots of plans. We have my good friend Nikki is an amazing photographer. She's an incredible photographer. And I said to her, I had a couple packages that I had already bought for photography, for branding photos. I had bought like on a Black Friday deal for ahead of time. And then I moved. And so I didn't get to use them. I said, listen, if I fly you down and you spend the week at the admin house with us and take lots of pictures and do team photos and stuff, and we'll just use what I already paid towards that. And then you can just do the rest as part of for me paying for your flight and food and all that stuff. And you get to spend the week with us. Would you do that? She's like, heck yes. So she's coming down Monday and we're going to do team photos and it's just going to be hilarious and fun and amazing. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I have some great ideas for some photos. And for anybody coming to the retreat, you'll understand some of the photos we're doing after the retreat because the theme we are talking about this year is going to be very it's going to be good. It's going to be emotional and awesome. I can't wait.
Almost done.
All
Almost
right.
around time for
It says
torture.
to check it. It says at 1.5 minutes. If it's like wet or anything, you can cook it for another 30 seconds.
Yeah, because I'm not eating it all wet and gooey nasty.
Now listen, Shirley Moore would have tasted it anyway.
The middle of it is like a lava pool.
Okay, yeah. Oh yeah, you need at least another minute, I'd say. Do another minute.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Probably tastes a lot like a volcano outside muffin, right? Do you
I mean,
think?
I don't know. Probably.
But the but there's no baking powder in it.
Mm.
Huh.
Cottage cheese is magic. Cottage cheese is magical. Say cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese.
You say it so cute. I love it when you say it. Say a wee
No,
bit of cottage cheese.
no, my kids laugh at me when I say I don't say tacos like everyone else says tacos. I say tacos.
Tackles.
Tacos. And then they make fun of me because I don't say I say unicorn.
Unicorn.
It's a unicorn.
Oh, Cindy says, I hope she's not going to be this fussy about food at the admin house. We're having
I'm
cottage cheese
not.
for all eight, like every meal together. She's
I'm
not
not.
going to be, Cindy. She's not that fussy. just, we'll just pin her down and make her eat it.
Uh, still jiggling. Like jiggling in the middle. It's like that's not appealing.
That sounds like me.
Well, yeah, I have quite a bit of jiggle myself. Quite a bit.
I embrace the jiggle, though. Listen.
Leggings help tremendously when I'm going to the gym. Hmm.
Oh, yes, it is, Hannah. It's got a third of a cup of cottage cheese, 1 egg, 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and 2 tablespoons of gentle sweet and some chocolate chips. Shirley.
Okay,
Shirley
I
says
don't
she's
think
out
the
of
middle's
here.
going to stop jiggling, so I guess I'll just taste the outside because the outside is getting burned.
It's still jiggly in the middle?
Oh
We'll call
yeah,
it we'll call it a lava cake. Let me see. His wasn't jiggly when you did something wrong.
of course. Blame me.
Oh, that looks good.
I'm not eating that stuff in the middle. That does not look right.
Yes, it's fine, Susan. It's like a lava cake. I
Mhm.
promise you, it's fine. All right. She's got I'm gonna pee my pants. The look on your oh my gosh. Oh,
So
I
now
don't
I
know the
drizzle it with the
story.
Coach Canada as I prepared earlier.
Yes, Coach Canada's drizzle on the top. I
Okay.
think if the middle is gooey, it's gonna be good. It's not raw. It's just less cooked. Ugh.
Okay. No.
Yeah, I
I'll
agree,
tell. I'll
Shirley.
tell you. I'll eat it, and then you won't know any better.
I'm gonna. We're gonna be live until you finish it.
Oh. Hmm.
Shelly says the middle is probably the best part, and she's probably not wrong. It's. Have you ever had lava cake?
I don't think so.
Oh, it's so good, and the middle is basically uncooked cake batter, but it's so
Okay.
good.
Tastes cottage cheesy. I can. I can taste the texture of the cottage cheese. Mhm. Okay. Let's try this lava stuff. Quit playing with your toys, Dozer.
Lava, lava, lava. Am I saying it wrong? Meredith says, "Did you just
Lava.
say lava with short A?"
Lava.
Lava?
Lava,
Lava cake?
lava.
Lava cake? I don't know. Raw in the middle cake.
The actual, I mean,
You
the
can
middle
admit it.
part
It's
is
delicious.
the middle part tastes better than the outer parts because the outer part I think is a little burned.
Say that's because you didn't want to eat it jiggly. And if you had just taken a bite.
It was a little too jiggly. You know that the egg white part that doesn't separate? That's what it looked like.
It's good. It's okay. It's
It's
not
doable.
terrible. Man.
I definitely know there's cottage cheese in it though.
Did you just put it in the trash?
No, I put
Oh.
a I put a cup in the sink.
Oh, well.
I'll chase it
See,
with some coffee. Oh, black coffee makes everything better. Black unsweetened coffee.
ugh, you're disgusting. See, this is probably why you don't like the cake, because you have poor taste.
Hmm.
You if you let it cool in the fridge, I bet you could scoop it into cake ball type things. Make
It's very rich.
is it?
It's very rich. I mean, I've had what 3 bites. I don't think I'll be able to eat more than 4.
Yeah,
I'm not
right.
kidding. It's no seriously. It's fairly yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'll try it. Be the judge. Well, hey, not every
If you
recipe.
like chocolate cottage cheese, then you might like it.
Okay. Well,
It's chocolate cottage cheese.
this is what Instagram does to us. They lie.
They
They
do.
lie to us and make us believe that these recipes are fantastic when most of them aren't that much. I want to hear about it, Mallory. Are you going to make it with chocolate and make it peanut butter, or are you going to make the cake peanut butter? Cuz I think you could. Gina's scared to death to come to the retreat because she's afraid what we're going to feed her. Fish every night. I agree, Susan. I agree. I will totally make it after retreat. I'll give it a go. I think it'll be
I,
delicious.
I think if I didn't tell Laura it was cottage cheese, she might try it
Yeah.
because she loves peanut butter.
Yeah.
But she doesn't like Coach Canada. She would much rather have like real peanut butter.
Yeah. Well, she doesn't like Coach Canada's peanut butter. She might like Coach Canada. We don't we don't call it real deal peanut butter. We just call it Coach Canada. Poor girl. She doesn't even have an identity outside of peanut butter anymore.
No, I actually prefer Coach Canada's peanut butter over regular peanut butter
Do
because
you really?
regular peanut butter is too thick and pasty
You have
and
unique
too much like
taste.
peanuts.
Too much like peanuts. It's literally just peanuts, so it's hard to imagine that it tastes like peanuts.
Well, I never ate peanut butter or peanuts with chocolate before I started to teach him.
Really?
Mm-mm.
Is it because it's not
Did-
a thing
I
in
didn't like peanut
Scotland?
butter. I
Oh,
didn't like
okay.
it.
Is it a common thing over there? Like,
No,
it's not like here. Like, it's a staple here.
no, we always had like jelly or jam.
Yeah.
Like a piece of jam is a piece
A
of bread
piece
with
and
jam.
jam.
We call it a piece. It's not a sandwich, just a piece.
A
So
piece is
you
something totally different over here.
I know
It's
it is.
either this, a toupee, or, it's a piece.
Oh no, I was thinking more like a weapon, like a
Yeah,
piece.
well, that's what I meant. I'm just
Okay.
flashing gang symbols across the screen. I'm going to get banned from Facebook.
No, but that's what you call it. You'd have a piece. So a piece was bread, a piece of bread with something in between, whether it was meat or cheese or sugar, piece of sugar. Um,
Gross. Just a
or
piece of bread with sugar on it?
yeah,
That's disgusting.
yeah. And I remember my mom giving me like a stalk of rhubarb with a bag of sugar to just dip in and eat. the whole stock.
We do that here. We do that's that or well, I don't know about down here, but up north that was a thing, dipping your rhubarb in sugar. So what is the strangest food that you either miss or that you just remember that you loved when you in Scotland? What is that we would think is strange?
Oh, that you would think is strange. Fruit pudding. Yeah. Because, well, you guys have heard of black pudding, right?
Mm-hmm.
Blood pudding. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know what it was growing up, but it would come in like, you get summer sausage. It would
Mm-hmm.
come like that in a big length, and you'd cut it off, and it'd have like the outer skin on it. You'd peel off. Well, the Scottish, where I grew up, you fried it in a pan, like skillet fried it, so it would get crispy on the sides. And they have another one. It was called fruit pudding, but I don't know what was in it. But it did have raisins, or what my mom called sultanas. So it had raisins, and it had some other stuff. Like it's almost like I guess like a bread mixture, like a bread pudding type thing, except it was in that, and they would slice it. Potato scones, which I've actually kind of made myself before going on plants. So you take um, mashed potatoes, leftover mashed potatoes, and you mix in flour, and then you make it little patties with them, and then you fry them.
Yeah,
So it's a
potato
potato
cakes.
scone. Yeah, and
Yeah.
then sausage, a particular kind of sausage. It's called Lorne sausage or square slice, and there's nothing like it anywhere else. It's only in Scotland. Only in Scotland.
So what was the weirdest food in America when you came here that is maybe common in America, but you thought was like, what? People eat
Biscuits
what?
and gravy. Biscuits and gravy.
Well, for one thing, you probably thought biscuits were cookies.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and gravy's
Legit
gravy's
cookies and
normally brown, so having something that was like my brother-in-law would make it, and it was sausage, and then he'd put like milk and flour and make a gravy, and I would look at it like, say what?
it's good
No,
though.
it is, it is.
I should have planned that for the retreat house. My great big biscuits with sausage gravy. Why didn't I think of that? I am going to make my Christmas cinnamon rolls for everybody at the admin house. And they're as big as Faith. They're huge, big cinnamon rolls. Bring your insulin, girls. Just kidding. All
Okay,
right.
good.
Thank you so much for joining me. It's
Thank
been so
you.
much fun. The laughter is good for the soul. And
It
I
is.
cannot wait to hug your bunches on Saturday. I
Does that mean I
cannot
have to wear
wait.
bunches on the flight?
No, you don't have to,
Okay, good.
but I can't wait to hug your bunches. I can't wait to see you on Saturday.
I'm
Fly
excited.
safe. Go finish your cake. You better eat it all. Clean your plate, young lady.
I can't. It's too rich. It's way too rich for me.
You're wimpy. All right.
I
I love
know.
you. I'll see
Love
you
you
in a
too.
couple of days.
Yay.